Welcome back to Chemical Study Zone. I am DVK Bhagwan. In this today's lecture, I discuss about the integral momentum balance by using Reynolds Transport Theorem (RTT). Okay, let's start the class. As we know, the Reynolds Transport Theorem, which is nothing but the dou by dou t of the integral of the eta rho dv equals to dou by dou t of the integral of cv eta into rho dv plus integral of the control surface cs eta into rho into v bar dot dA bar. Now by using this Reynolds transport theorem, I will prove the integral momentum balance. As for integral momentum balance, eta value equals to momentum by mass, which is gives nothing but mv bar by m equals to v bar. And let us consider the v bar is a vector of the components u, v, w in x, y and z coordinates. Now let us substitute this theta value in the above equation. We will get dou by dou t of the integral of it's a volume system, control volume system. So we will get the, I will write this rho and into eta means v bar into dv equals to dou by dou t of integral of cv rho into v bar dot dv, as here the eta is rho, and the integral of the control surface rho into v bar dot dA bar, which is dimensionally equals to the dimension of force, as according to the Newton's second law of Newton's second law, the force acting on a system is equals to the derivative of the pressure acting in the system. That means the term which is nothing but the d by dt of the pressure of a system is dimensionally equals to dou by dou t of integral of the volume of a system eta into rho into dv. Here as eta equals to, as we are finding for a moment, we are finding for the momentum, this eta will be v bar. So here actually this term is nothing but the momentum, integral of the momentum of a system. According to Newton's second law, this momentum value is equals to the dou by dou t of integral of the volume of system v bar into rho dv. So as it's equals to the force acting on a system is nothing but the force acting on a system, which is nothing but the body force and the surface force on the system. So we can write the equation as body force plus surface force of a system is equals to dou by dou t of the integral of control volume rho v bar into dv plus integral of the control surface rho v bar into v bar dot dA bar. Now we should have to find this body force and the surface forces, then only we can solve this equation. Okay, first of all let us find it for uniform flow. For uniform flow, v bar is constant, that means velocity is constant, that means v bar is independent of the velocity vector dA bar, which is nothing but the surface. So here as v bar is a constant, we can simply write it as this fs bar plus fb bar equals to dou by dou t of integral of control volume rho v bar into dv plus sigma of control surface v bar rho into v bar dot A bar. As here V bar is constant and density is also a constant for a liquid. So when we remove these terms outside, then we will left with only this term dA bar, and the integral of dA bar is nothing but the A bar. We got it. Now here the body force is nothing but the gravity acting in the downward direction. Suppose it is a fluid element, we have considered a small fluid element in the flow, we have considered this mass may be dm. So this force Fb bar dFb bar equals to dm into g bar. For the entire body force acting in this direction equals to integral of around the control volume we considered is the Cv we have considered into dm into g bar. So we, as mass equals to density into volume, we can write it as the body force Fb bar equals to integral of control volume density into the gravitational vector g into dv, which is nothing but volume. This is the Fb bar, we have got it. And now we are left with only the Fs bar that we should have to find it out. Fs bar is nothing but the surface force on Cv. As I said, the surface force is of two types. That means the normal force and the tangential force. Tangential is also known as the shear force. If we neglect this shear force, then we left with only the normal force, which is nothing but Fs bar equals to minus of control surface surplus minus P bar into dA bar. How it got? I generally explained it in my previous class as if we consider a CV, a control volume surface, then the unit normal vector of the CV is n bar, then the normal force is normal force will act parallelly but in opposite direction to the force of the unit normal vector. So it is nothing but minus P bar of n, sorry guys, 1 minute. Okay, now we can write this term as Fs bar is nothing but integral of Cs minus P into n bar dot dA bar. So here n bar is the unit normal vector coming out of the CV. So this P bar is actually parallel to this unit normal vector n bar and normal to the surface, but in the opposite direction to the n bar. So we can write this as the P bar equals to P into minus n bar. So we have even got the surface force Fs bar. Now let us substitute these two forces in the equation we have got. So as you got the Fb bar as this term and Fs bar as in this way, so we can write it as integral of control volume integral of Cv, nothing but rho into g bar into dV plus integral of control surface Cs minus P into n bar dot dA bar equals to dou by dou t of integral of Cv rho V bar into dV plus integral of Cs rho V bar into V bar dot dA bar. It is the general integral moment balance equation, which is very important. Now we can resolve this equation. Into x, y, z components. In this x, y, z components, this entire term up to here will be equal, but this term will changes as for x component, its value will be integral of cs rho into the x component will be the u into v bar dot dA bar, and y component will be integral of cs rho v into v bar dot dA bar, and the z component will be integral of cs rho w into v bar dot dA bar. So in this condition we can say the here the pressure we consider the main important point. Pressure we consider over here is gauge pressure. That means the original pressure minus the atmospheric pressure. So by this equation we can find this velocity, the momentum flux for non-uniform flows. Non-uniform flows means they are laminar and turbulent for these two forces. That means we can now I'll just prove these two equations for laminar and turbulent in my next class. So to get that description link, please like, share and subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon.